Shalom, what's good with your situation room? How y'all doing on this glorious fine morning on Jesus Day? Lord, we thank you right now for allowing us to be able to wake up and breathe another breath of your fresh air. That's my prayer for today. That's all the church I'm about to do. Well, look here. First of all, before I begin, I want to first of all say to you right now that if you are sensitive about weight and you're sensitive about how voluptuous you are, you need to right now hit the scroll button. Next, scroll next. You need to do that right away for me, okay? This is not going to be for you. Next, scroll. Can you do that for me right quick? Do that for me right quick. Please. I'm waiting for you. Hopefully by now you've done that. We're going to touch on the subject. Situation room, there was a topic that went out that says, do you believe weight is a reason that some blacks are less attracted to the male population? They've seen plenty of black men that are heavier than women and other races, but when it comes to their own race, they don't give them the time of day. Why is that? Well, let's remove the race part out of it. Let's go ahead and remove that, period. Let's just focus totally on us for a second, okay? I'm going to focus totally on black people. I'm not sure why you believe that you're going to get a fair assessment from a man or from a woman that people who are, God, I hate to say this, but it is what it is, who are just more attractive, who are more pleasing to the eye. I'm not saying voluptuous big draws women are not attractive. I'm not saying voluptuous big draws or whatever men are not attractive. I'm talking about what's more appealing to the eye, to the person that's looking at you. You put on 17 different items to hold that stuff into place. And that's cool. You put it on, it looks great on you when you leave. Oh my goodness, you can sit down at the table with somebody that can see you and they be like, oh man, that's a big girl or that's a big dude. But I gotta tell you, I want to see exactly what's their mind is like. What's on their mind and what kind of person they are inside. Who the hell do that kind of thing? Nobody does. Okay? First and foremost, if you are not pleasing to the eye, I promise you, you better be able to deliver something else, because you need something that's going to encourage a man to sit down with you, have a conversation with you that even insinuates that he has an interest. If he does that, you have shown him, one, that you either got some money, your lips look to a point where them things look like, ooh, Lord, they are certified in the head doctor department. Something you are going to have to show this man. Now remember, we're talking about long-term stuff. Getting them ain't your problem. Getting them is never your problem. Voluptuous, big, small, it don't matter. That's never your problem. But if you big draws, man or woman, that is going to be your challenge more so than anything else, because a person has to look at you laying there beside them and say, whoa, I got to have that. What? Are you crazy as hell? Come on now, keep it real. Things look different to people depending upon who's looking at you. There are some people that can look at you and go, ooh, I like that. Ah, yeah. But big draws. Come on now. Come on now. Let's get creative. Let's get creative. You're going to have to hit the gym. You're going to have to work it out. You're going to have to do something. That's what's got to happen. But you asking a person to get with you. Listen what you're doing. You're asking a person to get with you, not because you're pleasing to the eye. You want them to be able to see some additional things about you that will say, hey, I'm worthy enough to be the person you need me to be. But it ain't going to be your looks. Stop it right now. You can disagree all day if you want to. But if it's not 81 graduate or before, you in trouble. Because if people are trying to date you right now, if they're trying to date you right now, you got to get past first base. First base is your looks. Sure, you look good when you put on all your items, 17 items before you even put on your clothes. What the hell happens when you take off your clothes? That's key. How long you think that'll last? It could last depending upon what you have to offer. Depending upon what you have to offer and how consistent you are at that. But you're going to have to be accepting to them wanting to go out and see something else. That's a little bit more appealing to the eye. Don't get me wrong. Voluptuous people are appealing as well. But you're not going to tell me that if a person is looking at you and they decide to go look at some other individuals who are more appealing to the eye, and you know what we're talking about. We're grown folks here. There's going to be a little challenge for you. Okay? That is the reality of it. Ain't nothing you can do about it except for 1, 2, 3, 4, That's all you're going to be able to do. You're going to need to either work it out or find somebody who can accept the fact that you big draws, deal with them versus listening to people that's looking at your weight like, God damn, man, I actually have to look at this lamb beside me. Man, that is what I would consider preposterous. And for me, I could never ask a woman to lay beside a big dude like me if that's not something she had an interest in. You heard? That's just real talk. Hopefully I didn't offend anybody. I didn't say anything that was offensive. I don't think. It's just the reality of it. Most people, 90% of them, we ain't interested in no big draws laying beside us. Now, they can be best of friends, certified head doctors. You might even have some money that a person might be interested in. But to sit there and ask a person to be attracted to all of that. Oh, God! Come on now. Let's just keep it real, folks. That is not how it goes down.